We never approach situations and interactions free of preconceptions. We always start with preconceived ideas, whether they concern the global environment, the best strategies to use, or the personality of our counterparts. These preconceptions create expectations, and expectations shape our interpretation of what happens, our own behavior, and the behavior of the people we interact with. Let's start with the effect of our preconceptions on our interpretation. This effect is caused by the hypothesis confirmation bias, and it is a powerful fuel for conflict. The confirmation bias causes us to look for clues in the environment that confirm our expectations at the expense of information that disapproves them. The tendency for confirmation affects our interpretation of what happens in a direction that is coherent with our preconceptions. For example, individuals in conflict often have very negative expectation of the other party, who is perceived as aggressive or untrustworthy. When both parties enter into an interaction, they will then focus their attention on all the cues that confirm that the other party is aggressive and untrustworthy, and they will ignore or simply not see the cues that suggest open or cooperative behavior. In the end, this particular focus on aggressive and untrustworthy behaviors ends up with the parties reinforcing their views of the partner as aggressive and untrustworthy. In addition to affecting our analysis of what is happening in the interaction, our preconceptions also affect the way we behave. Again, if I fear that I will be interacting with an aggressive and untrustworthy person, I will probably enter the interaction with distrust and give signals of closure rather than openness. I will, for instance, cross my arms and be reluctant to accept suggestions, and I will avoid smiling too much. It goes without saying that such behaviors may inflame rather than calm the relationship between me and the other person. Perhaps more importantly, these behaviors that I display will directly affect the behavior that the other party will do. In fact, when faced with my signal of closure and distrust, it is likely that the other party will respond in kind, throwing these behaviors of closure, distrust, and aggression back into my face. In doing so, the other party will confirm the preconceptions I had about them that may not have been real at all to begin with. This effect of my preconceptions on the behavior of the other party is called the self-fulfilling prophecy, a preconception that becomes real because I myself have provoked it through my behavior. In short, the preconceptions we have about the conflict and the other party in the conflict affect our interpretations, our behavior, and the behaviors of our counterparts. And all these effects fuel rather than reduce conflict.